Hi, it's Kylie Koo. Welcome to my studio. So our first Art and Soul Studio Facebook group challenge is up, and if you've not seen Diana's video, I'll leave the link above. But basically what we're doing this month is making some holiday 3D gift wrap. So what I'm going to do today is to do a gift box in 3D and then a matching gift tag of some description. So what I've decided to do is to use one of my little 4x4 boxes. If you've watched my videos before, I made a little eco journal out of these. So all I'm going to do is I'll leave one end open and I'll close the other end. I'll just glue it closed, and then this would be the end through which you get the gift. The other thing I'm going to do is to take a piece of card. This is just left over from another project. I want it to be kind of rounded at the top, so I'm just going to use something to go round it, and I'll just draw around the shape, and that's going to form a back piece. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but as the holiday season approaches, I'm starting to feel not as stressed as such. It'd be wrong to say that, but suddenly there's lots of things to be done. So what I'm going to do today is to use some pre-made toppers and the likes. I bought a whole load of things, thinking I might do lots of cards. I never get round to making, well, I make very few cards, but I've bought all these kind of things, so I'm going to see what I can utilise from these. And I might, for my backing, I might actually just use my duct tape that, if you saw my recent journal, I used. If I wasn't going to use that, I'd just be painting this in a dark blue, black, and maybe splashing some stars on it. But for speed, I think I'm going to use this. The other thing I'm going to do is, once I've got that back bit glued down, I'm just going to take some cotton pads and cotton wool balls and literally stick them down all over. Now with the pads, what I'm going to do is split them in two, if they're actually thick enough this way. Might still see some things through it, but you know, if needs be, I'll put a couple on top of each other. It's just when you pull them apart, you get that slightly fluffier snow-like edge. So I'll speed through the next bit as I'm doing that. Be warned, this is a messy job. So I've more or less got that all in place. What I'm going to do now is just go round the edges where there's little bits and just, you know, stick little bits in. I've done the bottom of the box as well. And, you know, so where there are bits overhanging, I'm either going to stick them up or I'll just trim them off with my scissors. But I'll need to leave it a few minutes to let it dry. And then I'll go on and do the next stage. But you can see that there's the folds in. And that would fold down like so, and I'll show you how we'll secure that. If you didn't want to use cotton wool because it is a bit messy, then what you could do is simply put a coat of gesso on it, you know, and you could put it on quite thick and kind of rough, so it gives it that kind of textured look about it. But I'm going to put this to the side for a few minutes just to dry. Okay, so this isn't quite dry yet, but I do want to move on. If you do it this way, then if your hands are at all sticky, it's going to lift the cotton wool up, but hopefully once it's done it will be fine. Now obviously you don't all live in cold climes, so if you live in a warmer climate, or if you're currently going into your summer season, then you could adjust this by whatever sort of decoration you have. So I don't know, could it be a seaside theme if you spend the holidays at the seaside, whatever at all. This is just one that kind of suits our climes here. So I have my box here, and I'm now going to attach my background scene. Before I do that, I'm going to attach a couple of the embellishments. I just pulled two out. One is a snowflake, the other is a star, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit of hot glue on the back of the star and attach it here. The embellishment already has one of those little sticky things, so I can just kind of leave that. So yeah, I'm just going to stick it there. And the star will just stick up a little bit. Just a tiny bit of hot glue should do it. And in fact, I'm just going to put that so it goes slightly above. Like so. And what I'm now going to do is to run some hot glue along the bottom of my background piece and just attach it onto here. I don't think I'm going to put it right at the end. I'm just going to bring it forward slightly. Now this is actually the type of thing that you could do actually a double scene. You could have it back and front, but I'm just going to set it in about here, just in terms of balance. Okay, I think I actually need to put some more glue in my guns, so I'll be back with that in a second. Well, I can't find my glue sticks. I did find the box I was originally going to do this with, but never mind, we're started with this now. So I'm just going to use some of this Glossy Accents glue and hope that this will stick it. I've used quite a bit of that because I want it to get right through and hold it tight. I'm just putting my hand inside the box just to try and make sure that's in place. Now my intention is that if that is a bit floppy, I had thought about putting a lip on it, but all I'm going to do is to add some cotton wool balls back and front, so along the edge, and hopefully that will help keep them in place. So I'll just do that just now. And I think that's going to hold it fine. I'm just going to be careful because, obviously at this stage it's going to kind of fall until the glue hardens, but hopefully that's it. So that's my kind of background scene. And I'm sorry, just the way I've got to angle this just now, it's not terribly clear to see, but that's my background scene. And what I'm going to do now is to start bringing some other elements more into the foreground. So for example, I think I'll use this tree and put it here, and I have a snowman, I think, and I'll bring it further forward again. So I'm just going to use this little snowman with the heart on, and again I'll glue them with that and just use some cotton wool around it just to give it a bit of structure to hang on to. So this one actually has a thing on the back, one of those foam things, but I'll take that off because we don't need that. So it's still all gluing, but you can see how it's starting to look, and I can show you it more once it's actually dry. But what you would basically do is you would open the flap and the gift would go in the box there, and then it can close up again. And all I'm going to do is I have some ribbon that says special delivery, and all I'm going to do is bring that right round the box. And my thinking is that once this box, you know, you'd given it as a gift, the person could then use it as a little kind of seasonal decoration. So I'll put some ribbon around it, and that will be that one finished. You could obviously add as many embellishments as you wanted. Sky's the limit. So for the gift tag, all I'm going to use is this other piece of card. I'm going to cut the edges off to make it look more like a tag. I shall punch a hole in here. And then I'm just going to do something similar. I'm going to use the tape again, just for speed, and then I'm just going to attach one or two embellishments. Okay, so this is my winter holiday 3D gift box. I like the way the sun's coming in the window and hitting it just now. So hopefully you can see that okay. That's maybe a bit better. The ribbon would be pulled open here, the box would be opened out, and as I say, that would then do as a kind of little decoration afterwards. I think it's the sort of thing that kids might enjoy making. It's fairly straightforward. It's fairly quick. I didn't time it because I had a couple of little interruptions there, but you know, the fact I was using bought embellishments made it a lot quicker. The cotton wool is a bit messy, but once it dries, it's fine. And for my tag, matching tag, it's 3D in the sense that the embellishments stick out, and you know, again, in terms of something at speed, I'm quite happy with that. I would probably, if I was going to use it, put a plain sticker on the back, one of those little ones that you can sometimes get for the kind of mason jars or storage jars. I've got some of those, so I just stick that on and then write the name on there. But I'm quite happy with that. I think the two go quite nicely together, match quite well. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed this. And as I say, check out Diana's video. If you're not already a member of the Art and Soul Studio, then there will be a link below, and that should take you to Facebook. If for some reason it doesn't, then go to Facebook and search for Art and Soul Studio. So thanks very much for watching. Give it the thumbs up if you like it. Bye for now.